I fell in love with it. I fell in love with aesthetics, but it's not, I just don't want to do just facials. Like I want to do something more. And I thought lasering would be my route to take. And I'm happy. I went through with it. I enjoyed it very much.
Hey, I'm Louis the Laser Guy, and welcome to my podcast, Pursue Your Passion. Join me on my journey as we discover how estheticians, nurses, physicians, and complete career changers are living their passion in this booming billion-dollar medical aesthetics industry. Finding your purpose isn't only about making great money, it's about so much more. It's about tapping into your passions and chasing your dreams.
Welcome, everybody, to the National Laser Institute podcast, where we talk about the world of medical aesthetics and follow people's journeys. I'm here today with Abby. Abby lives in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yes, Tulsa.
Very cool. And you've got like a little baby, like 8 months old, a year old?
Yes, he'll be 8 months to 15.
Cute. What's his name?
Yes, his name is Kyson.
Awesome. So tell our viewers today, how long ago you graduated from National Laser Institute?
I graduated a week ago. Well, yeah, about a week ago.
I love that. So we interview so many people with their success stories of getting jobs and kicking ass and making money. I thought it'd be fun to interview you because you're just starting on the job search. You just graduated. The experience is probably fresh in your mind. But
yes.
Before we go there, tell me a little bit about you. Like, where did you go to school? Did you go to college? What were your first jobs out there? And, how did you say one day, I want to get into cosmetic lasers?
Well, I had just graduated esthetician school April 13th. And I actually started last year in March when the pandemic and everything happened. And I was just trying to get a feel for what I wanted in that kind of industry. And so as I was learning esthetician, I kind of realized I wanted to go more in the medical type field. Right. And my mom had mentioned something about lasers and stuff because, I was talking about getting my stretch marks worked on from having my baby. And so I kind of looked at the program. It was NLI and it was like just kind of perfect timing. And so I literally graduated esthetician school. And then I literally like the next week I was on Zoom with you guys. And then I was in Dallas learning all the cool machines. And I fell in love with it.
So hold on. So did you go from like high school to aesthetic school to laser school? Like boom, boom, boom? Or was there a break in between having babies, jobs?
I graduated Broken Arrow High School in 2015. And I actually went to TCC, and that's Tulsa Community College. That just was not for me. I didn't finish it out. For a couple of years, I was like, I don't know what I want to do. Like nothing's grabbing my attention.
What kind of jobs did you have during that window of time?
I worked as a server at Outback.
Outback Steakhouse.
Yes, Outback. I've been a server. I was a chiropractor's assistant for about a year.
How was the aesthetic school where I assume you learned like facials and peels and microderm, things like that?
Yes.
How was that experience?
It was amazing. I went to Clary Sage. That school was amazing. The teachers were awesome, amazing. And I fell in love with it. I fell in love with aesthetics, but it's not, I just don't want to do just facials. Like I want to do something more. And I thought lasering would be my route to take. And I'm happy I went through with it. I enjoyed it very much.
So tell the world about your experience. You started on Zoom for like 5 days, right? It was like 5 days on Zoom, right? With like 13 different instructors. How was the online segment of the class?
The online, it was awesome. I'm more hands-on. So online stuff is really tough for me. It's very hard for me to like keep focused and stuff. And now that I have a baby, but Sandra and Angela and everybody, Evie, they were also, I was just so involved, and I was just so interested in what they had to say, and they just made it really easy to want to learn about it. I really enjoyed the Zoom class. So
you did the 5 days of Zoom, then we had a day break, then you traveled from Oklahoma to the Dallas location for your 9 days of clinical, right? And how was the first day? Like when you first got your hands on that laser and you zapped that first person, were you freaking out? Were you scared? Was it fun, exciting, adrenaline?
When I walked in those doors, I was so nervous, but everyone, from Zeke to all the teachers, they made me feel right at home. They made me feel very comfortable. Our first day was with Angela, and we did the IPL photo facial. I was so nervous. The face shield and the mask and the laser was just so overwhelming that first day, but I had a lot of fun. It was very nerve-wracking, but Angela and everybody just made us feel very comfortable. It was just a lot to take in, but I enjoyed every second of it. I wish I could, do a do-over and go through it all over again.
So out of all the treatments that you learned there, which ones, I'm just curious, which ones did you get zapped with by your colleagues or your team members there?
Yes, I did the E-Matrix on my belly, on my stretch marks. And I already feel like I can tell a difference. I'm really excited to go back for my other treatments. I did RF micro needle. I did that on my face.
Okay.
And then I did laser hair removal on my armpits. I wanted to get the feel of how everything was so I could, have first timers ask what it feels like so I can kind of, tell them how it feels.
Did you make some friends in class?
Yes, I made some friends. I actually had a girl in my group that's from Lawton, Oklahoma. So
good.
I had another Okie with me.
You guys are friends on social media?
Yes, we're all friends on social media now.
Very cute. Love it. So what's the next step? You're gonna look for a job. Where do you want to work? Do you want to work at a doc's office, a med spa? Do you want to start your own business one day? What's your dream?
I got a lot of people telling me to, for my first job, to work at a dermatologist's office. But I just want to get some experience, kind of get in the field more. And I eventually do want to go into more of the med spa field of it.
Very
so
cool.
That's my goal.
Awesome. So now that you've done aesthetics, facials and peels and microderm, now you've done all the technology with us, like the hair removal and photofacial. What do you like better? You like the facials, peels better? You like the technology better? They're both great, but what do you like better?
I like the technology a lot better. It's just more fun. I feel like it's more fun. I fell in love with it.
Yeah, I mean, aesthetics is awesome. I love facials and peels, but with technology, it's more aggressive. It's more results driven. You see something happen for your eyes. It's intense, and they're higher ticket items. So there's cool learning potential too, which I love.
Like my mom, literally the next day after she got her IPL photofacial, because she has a rosacea on, she had really bad rosacea on her face and on her neck, and they did her hands, and she could just automatically tell just by that one treatment, and her skin looks amazing. So that's just one treatment. So can you imagine what, the next 4 or 5 treatments are going to do for her? I love it. I think it's amazing.
Well, I see the passion in your smile. You're all lit up. You're pumped. You're excited. So I would love to follow your journey, and call me when you land your first job. Let me know how it's going. Let's see how things evolve for you. But thank you for letting me interview you and catch up, and hit me up on Instagram anytime. I'm Louis the Laser Guy. Any questions anytime. Happy to help, and best of luck. Health, happiness, and success to you, my dear. You will do wonderful. You've got that vibe. You've got that energy. You're going to kick ass in this business. You watch.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy I got to talk to you again. And I loved meeting every single one of you. You guys are amazing.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Pursue Your Passion podcast. Are you interested in learning more about the medical aesthetics industry? Well, feel free to visit us online at nationallaserinstitute.com or connect with us on Facebook or Instagram. I'm Louis the Laser Guy, and we'll see you next week.